If you want to hear my answers to the part-time YouTuber tag, then stick around. Hi there, it's Elaine and I have another tag video for you. It is the last one for a while, but it is the part-time YouTuber tag. And when I saw Kara C do this tag on her channel, I thought, yes, I have to do this tag. And it was created by Monica AP, and I will have a link to her channel and to her video below. This tag has a total of 8 questions, and I think it's pretty quick, so let's get right to it. Question number 1 is, what is your main gig? Do you work full-time? Are you a student, a parent? Spill the beans. I am not a parent unless you consider me a puppy mom, because I have a pooch called Silhouette, and Silhouette we've had for a year and a half. Before that I had a greyhound called Isabelle that we loved to bits, and we have had Silhouette for a year and a half now, like I said, and Isabelle we had for over 5 years. And yeah, we love our puppies, and we also have on and off fostered some dogs as well. I do work full-time at a number of endeavors. I am a person who loves to have my fingers in many pies. So I am a kinesiologist, which is a personal trainer who actually went to school for 3 to 4 years, in my case 4 years, to learn biomechanics, body systems, a lot about muscles and joints to be able to set up proper training regimens for a lot of people. And I am a personal trainer who trains a maximum of 4 people at a time. It's kind of like shared personal training, and I really, really love what I do in that space. I am also an MBA. I worked many years in telecom and other pursuits, also as a small business owner. And actually the personal training business is a personal business of mine, and I really enjoy the aspects of business, so much so that I also do consulting with small and medium businesses to help them along, as well as consulting with busy professionals in order to help them maximize their abilities as well. So I guess you could say I'm a trainer on multiple fronts. So yeah, many hats, but I enjoy all of it. Number 2, what made you want to start YouTube? The funny thing is, this was supposed to be the play channel for another channel that I have here on YouTube. I'll put a link to that one there. I do book reviews on YouTube, but I haven't done any for a while because I have really focused on this channel, which is kind of funny because I was going to do this channel to focus on the other channel and kind of use this one as a learning platform. And this one has taken over, but I have plans to do more book reviews on the other channel for 2020. But yeah, what made me start the channel was to be able to take some more risks for editing and content development, to basically stretch my skills without trying a bunch of things on another channel that I thought would have to be more methodical, which was the book reviews. And the book reviews, they're mostly for professional development and personal finance books. So that's what you would find on that other channel. What is your channel about? Do you stick to one niche or do you cover a few? Well, I guess you would say it covers the topics of the topics that a makeup enthusiast would be interested in. That's a big part of what I produce here on the channel, but I also do panning. So I do like to use up my products, and I do like to do some panning videos, and I've just started with Paula from A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It, a collab with an advent calendar collab. I'll put that video right here if you're curious about it. But yeah, there's quite a variety on this channel, but I do tend to create series if you find you're interested in any one of them. So I do palette roulette to get through my collection. I do nail polish reveals a couple of times a month. I do rolling project panning projects in general that are shorter in nature. Get Ready With Me's brand new focus, where I focus on products from a given brand for a period of time. Brand comparisons in something called Battle of the Brands. So pretty much anything to do with makeup or makeup related, beauty related, I just like to dabble in, and I very much as well take cues from my frequent viewers as far as if they have suggestions or content requests. I do pay attention to those as well. I mean, I've only been on YouTube for a couple of years now, and I'm still evolving, as I think every channel does. And my biggest guide, though, is I only want to do things that I want to do, and I think would have value to an audience. So that's pretty much what guides me at this point. Number 4, did you always know YouTube would be a side gig? Did or do you ever want to be a full-time YouTuber? I would love to be a full-time YouTuber. Between my 2 channels, I could definitely have that be a full-time gig. We'll see if at some point the stars align. If anything, though, it does help me with public speaking. It does help me with video editing, you know, advancing my skills in that area. I do want to move to Final Cut Pro as an editing software sometime next year. Right now I use iMovie. So it is definitely a learning platform as well as a platform that I want to grow for personal and professional reasons. So there's I'm just going to see where this takes me and make sure that I'm putting the focus and effort to enable it to be able to go in different directions. So we'll have to see. What is your schedule like? When do you film? When do you edit? I batch film because this is disruptive to our family, and so I try to do somewhere between 3 and 8 videos in one shot, which means you'll see similar makeup regularly, and my schedule is whenever I have a number of hours in one chunk to film and that nobody's home. That's pretty much how I go. So I'm quite opportunistic as far as when I film. And when do I edit? Well, editing I can do whenever. So I tend to put my earphones in and edit mostly in the evenings or first thing in the morning. I will do some editing, but again, it's not as disruptive as when I film because we live in a very open concept home, and my partner, i.e. husband, would bother me or vice versa if I'm filming when he's here. Number 6, how do you keep your YouTube channel organized? Do you plan videos ahead or just film what you feel like? It's a bit of both. I have a set schedule for things that are a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly update. And then I also fill in with videos that I have the sudden inspiration to, or that I want to squeeze in to try something out. But I do definitely have a pretty set schedule for repetitive items. And I have a spreadsheet. So yeah, I guess I organize things quite a bit. Number 7, how do you feel about sponsored videos on YouTube? Would you ever do one on your channel? I've never been sponsored for a video. My answer is I would, but I have to, in my gut, really know that this is a brand that I would want to support if there were no money involved. That's where I see it as a win-win. If I'm taking money for something that I'm thinking, meh, I would really feel funny and wouldn't feel right about it. I think I would be kind of unhappy with myself. It has to be a brand that I'm willing to, that I already know I like, or a brand where there's a real understanding that I need to be able to say whatever it is that I need to say about the product and or the brand experience. So my preference would obviously be to do sponsored content for stuff I already know I like. But if it's an unknown, I really need full artistic license to be able to say, to be able to set up the video the way I want it to be, and to be able to tell you exactly what you need to know. You are my priority, not a brand. Last question, number 8. What do you think is the biggest challenge of doing YouTube part-time? I was worried I wouldn't be able to post enough, often enough to get some traction, and that has not been the case. So that was a setback that I was worried about. Of course, time, right? Because it's not the number one focus, but I actually think that doing YouTube part-time is also a blessing because I have other things in life, and social media can be cruel sometimes. And if it's your whole life, that is a whole professional life, I think that the ups and downs can be higher spikes and lows than if it's only part of what you do professionally and personally. And so I do think it's a blessing to have a more diversified life professionally than just the one thing. So that's the way I'm going to answer that one. I think that no matter how big this channel gets, I have no illusions of grandeur here. No matter how big this channel gets, I do think that I would always be doing other things as well. I don't see myself just doing YouTube. At least I can't picture it at all. Do I hope that this channel gets successful or better than it is today? Sure, I think that we all want that in areas where we invest time and effort. I think that's human nature, and I think that's a good thing to want in general. So yeah, those are my thoughts as a part-time YouTuber. And now this is not a question, but it is a request, and that is to tag other part-time YouTubers here on this platform, of course, YouTube. And I'm going to tag a few people for sure. I'm going to tag Steph Lyons, so she is officially tagged. If you haven't done that video yet, Steph, for sure. And I'm going to tag Paula from A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It. If you haven't done this one yet, Paula, I tag you as well. Well, that is it from me. If you have a YouTube channel, I tag you as well to do this tag. It was a lot of fun. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time, and I do look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.